Picture this, I'm curled up with a strong cup of English breakfast tea, just a dash of milk, but just fortifying me for the day, watching episode 6 of Heated Rivalry, The Cottage, letting all of that delicious tension and slow burn drama seep into our room. And it's the perfect setup for today's pour, because the energy of that episode, it's the same kind of charged, cinematic atmosphere Jess carries into her aura. This week, we're painting Jess. And welcome to Aura Poura. I know, starting a pour with pure black is a dramatic choice, but Jess is here for the drama. She's here for the depth, for soul, for the feeling of standing at the edge of space and time. So the canvas begins in black, but that's not heaviness. It's a cosmic type of black, that kind of black that makes everything else pop. We don't let that take over though, because Jess is anything but a shadow. Into that darkness, I poured a bold, fiery red, a red kissed with orange like molten lava or the inside of a sunrise, just bold. This is Jess's passion, her life force, her I'm here to live fully and loudly energy. Jess moves through the world with a love of life that's unmistakable. It feels like this is the color of her heartbeat. Then comes this terracotta color. It's a little bit more earthy and groundy and warm. It's the color of clay and soil, of the desert. It anchors that fire, reminding us that Jess isn't just about passion. She's rooted in the earth. She knows where she stands. And so as that red and that terracotta swirl together, they almost become this like floral thing, like a living, expanding shape. It feels like it's unfurling petal by petal. And this feels like Jess's aura in motion. Jess approaches her projects kind of in that same way. She gives them space to unfold and to breathe and to become what they're meant to be. But balance isn't always what it's about for her. Sometimes that passion wins, sometimes the grounding wins. But at the end of the day, the beauty of it is that there is a push and a pull, that constant interplay of fire and earth. So next up, I bring in this soft cream, almost like an off-white. Alongside, there's this copper color that's becoming one of my favorites, and it glows like metal in the sunlight. These two colors spoke to me about Jess's duality, this bright, shining star that she is in the business world, and the calm, more connected self that she seeks outside of her job. There's tension here, but it's that kind of creates this movement, not necessarily conflict. This is where that public part of Jess and that private part of Jess overlap and blend, and they kind of reshape each other. As those colors mingle, that black beneath them bleeds into the places, not as darkness, but gives it depth. A reminder that she carries wisdom and history and soul beneath all of that brightness. And then the part of her that lifts everything arrives, that playful, airy, mischievous side. I needed two blues for this, one like the open sky and one like the deep ocean water. They bring breath into the painting. They show us the part of Jess that wants to soar and float and seek joy. Unusual for some people, but blue is kind of a pleasure-seeking color for Jess. It's peaceful. What stands out as I finished the piece was that Jess isn't really like these three separate things, and it felt like it all needed to blend a little bit. She's the overlapping, the blending, the constant evolution, so I decided to kind of blend them here at the edges and mixing just a little bit of each to show that she's dynamic and never static, never finished. I also like to leave the side of one of these circles open because Jess is always reinventing. She's reaching for the next version of herself, and she's unsettled, but in the best possible way. This painting is literally one of my favorites, and it's a testament to just how colorful and complex and alive Jess's aura truly is. So here's Jess. If you loved watching this one come to life, follow along at Aura Poura, or reach out to me at connectedintuition.com for your very own Aura Poura painting.